What if the person you love most is also the one who drains you the deepest? Imagine being drawn to someone like a moth to a flame, only to realize the warmth you feel is slowly burning you alive. This is the dynamic between an empath and a narcissist, a love story that begins with magnetic attraction but often spirals into a toxic cycle of codependency. The relationship between an empath and a narcissist is one of the most paradoxical connections. On the surface, they appear to complement each other. One thrives on giving, the other on receiving. But beneath the surface lies a turbulent exchange of energy that often leaves the empath depleted and the narcissist insatiable. This dynamic isn't just about love or even manipulation. It's a deeply rooted psychological dance that perpetuates itself through patterns of trauma, validation, and control. Today, we'll explore why these two personalities are drawn to each other, the stages of their relationship, and the toxic codependency cycle that emerges. By the end, you'll not only understand the dynamics but also recognize how this cycle can be broken. At first glance, an empath and a narcissist might seem like an odd pair. Empaths are deeply attuned to the emotions of others, often prioritizing others' needs above their own. Narcissists, on the other hand, are self-absorbed, seeking constant validation and admiration. So why the attraction? The empath often has a subconscious desire to heal or fix others. They see the narcissist's vulnerabilities, though carefully masked, and feel a sense of purpose in saving them. The empath provides an endless supply of validation and attention, feeding the narcissist's insatiable need for affirmation. Both empaths and narcissists often emerge from childhoods marked by emotional neglect or inconsistent parenting. The empath may have learned to overcompensate by tuning into others' emotions, while the narcissist developed a persona to mask their insecurities. When they meet, these unresolved wounds fit together like puzzle pieces, creating a powerful but unhealthy connection. In the beginning, the relationship feels magical. The narcissist showers the empath with attention, compliments, and grand gestures, a process often referred to as love bombing. The empath, who craves emotional connection, feels seen and valued like never before. But this phase is not built on genuine love. It's a tactic the narcissist unconsciously uses to secure control and establish dominance. For the empath, it feels like the perfect relationship. For the narcissist, it's the setup for future exploitation. Over time, the relationship transitions into a toxic cycle that traps both the empath and the narcissist. Once the narcissist feels secure in the relationship, the mask begins to slip. Compliments turn into criticism, and the once loving partner becomes cold, dismissive, or even cruel. The empath, confused by the sudden shift, works even harder to please the narcissist, hoping to earn back the affection they once received. Narcissists are masters of manipulation. They use tactics like gaslighting, blame shifting, and silent treatment to maintain control. The empath, who is naturally introspective, may begin to doubt their own perceptions and blame themselves for the relationship's problems. This is where the cycle becomes most addictive. Just as the empath considers leaving, the narcissist throws in a breadcrumb of kindness, a small compliment, an apology, or a moment of vulnerability. These intermittent acts of affection reignite the empath's hope, keeping them tethered to the relationship. Over time, the empath becomes emotionally and physically drained, their sense of self-worth eroded by the narcissist's constant demands. Meanwhile, the narcissist grows more dependent on the empath's validation, unable to function without it. The empath often suffers deeply in this dynamic. Prolonged exposure to emotional manipulation can lead to low self-esteem. Constant criticism and blame erode the empath's confidence. Burnout. The empath gives endlessly, often neglecting their own needs. Cognitive dissonance. They struggle to reconcile the narcissist's occasional kindness with their frequent cruelty. Emotional trauma. Many empaths develop anxiety, depression, or even PTSD from the relationship. It's tempting for the empath to believe they can fix the narcissist, but this is rarely the case. Narcissism is deeply ingrained, often stemming from unhealed childhood wounds. To change, the narcissist would need to confront their vulnerabilities, a process they avoid at all costs. Escaping this toxic cycle requires immense courage and self-awareness on the part of the empath. Here's how they can begin to heal. Empaths must learn to say no without guilt. Boundaries are essential for protecting their energy and self-worth. Therapy or support groups can provide the empath with tools to rebuild their confidence and process the trauma. Rediscovering hobbies, passions, and self-love is crucial for breaking free from the cycle of giving. In severe cases, cutting off all contact with the narcissist is the only way to truly heal. This includes blocking their number, unfollowing them on social media, and resisting the urge to reach out. The relationship between an empath and a narcissist is a painful yet powerful lesson. It forces the empath to confront their own patterns of overgiving and to learn the value of self-love. While the narcissist may never change, the empath has the power to break free, heal, and create healthier relationships in the future. So, if you found yourself trapped in this toxic cycle, know this: your empathy is not a weakness. It's a gift, but only when directed toward those who truly deserve it. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. It's time to prioritize yourself. What would happen if the empath turned their compassion inward? Could they finally break free from the chains of this toxic bond? The answer lies in their willingness to choose themselves. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself.